beginning, God's hand was at work, creating the heavens, the earth with a spark. The earth lay formless in darkness so deep, but the Spirit of God watched over the sweep. Then God spoke, "Let there be light." And with that command, the darkness took flight. He saw that the light was wondrous and bright, dividing the day from the night, oh so right. He called the light day and the dark night, evening and morning. The first day took flight. Next God said, "Let there be space to part the waters in this vast place." He made the expanse, the waters divided, above and below. His plan was decided. He called it heaven, a sight to behold. Evening and morning, the second day told. Then God said, "Let the waters now meet, gather in one place, let dry land be complete." And so it happened. The earth stood tall. The dry land was called earth. The seas did enthrall. God saw it was good, His work shining bright, a beautiful world born from His light.
God said, "Let the earth bring plants to grow, with seeds in the ground and fruit to show. Each kind of tree with fruit inside, every seed by its own kind." The earth gave life, the plants took root, the seeds were sown, the trees bore fruit. God saw it all and said it's good. The third day ended as it should. Then God set lights up in the sky to mark the days as they go by, the sun to rule the day so bright, the moon and stars to fill the night. He placed them high, both big and small, to light the heavens and guide us all. God saw the beauty, knew it was good. The fourth day passed as He had planned it would. God said, "Let the waters bring forth life, creatures that swim and birds in flight." He filled the seas, the fish did swarm, the skies were filled with wings and form. He blessed them, saying, "Now multiply, fill the water waters fill the sky. And God saw and called it good. The fifth day passed as it should. Then God said, let the earth bring forth creatures of every shape and worth, livestock, crawling things and beasts, every kind from the greatest to least. God made them all, each by its kind, and saw his work was good, divine. Then he said, let us make man in our own image, by our plan. God made man, both woman and man, in his own likeness as he planned. He blessed them, saying, fill the earth, multiply and know your worth. Rule the fish, the birds, the beasts, the land. This world is yours by my command. God said, for food I give to you every plant and tree that grew, to every beast and bird that flies. I give the plants under the skies. God saw it all, it was very good. The sixth day ended as it should.
The heavens and earth were finished, all done. God rested on the seventh one. He blessed that day and called it holy. His work was complete, his rest was holy. All of creation was finally made. On that seventh day he stayed. Before the plants grew on the land, no rain had yet touched the sand. A mist arose, watered the ground, and life was waiting to be found. Then God made man from the dust below, breathed life in him and let it flow. Man came to life, a living soul, ready to walk, ready to grow. God planted Eden, a garden so fair, and placed the man he'd crafted there. Trees sprung up, both good and bright, with fruit to eat, a beautiful sight. In the middle 2 trees stood tall, a tree of life and knowledge for all. A river flowed from Eden's heart, and into 4 streams it did part. The patient first with golden stone, Gihon next around Cush's home. Tigris flowed by a serious line, Euphrates last in perfect design.
God placed the man in Eden's field to care for the garden, tend and yield. Eat from any tree you see, but not from knowledge, leave it be. If you eat from there, you'll surely die. So stay away, don't even try. Then God said, man shouldn't be alone. I'll make him a helper, bone of his bone, out of the ground beasts and birds were made, all brought to man. Each name was laid, but still no helper could be found to stand with him, to love and be bound. So God caused Adam to fall asleep, and from his side a rib to keep. From that rib he made a woman true, and brought her to Adam, a love brand new. Adam said, she's bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh, I call her my own. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother to cleave to his wife. They'll become one flesh, in love and unity ever fresh. They were both naked without any shame, man and his wife forever the same. There was a serpent, sly and keen, the craftiest of beasts ever seen. He said to the woman, did God say you can't eat any fruit you weigh? The woman replied, we may eat free, but not from the one in the midst of the trees. God warned, don't touch or you'll surely die. But the serpent smiled, said, that's a lie. Eat and taste it, you'll open your eyes. Like God, you'll know what's dark and wise. So she took a bite and then passed it on to her husband close by, and soon both were drawn. Then their eyes opened wide, they felt the shame, for naked they stood without a name. They sewed fig leaves to cover up tight, hid from the Lord in the cool daylight. Then God walked in the garden green, called, where are you? What's unseen? Adam said, I heard you near. I hid because I felt the fear. God asked, who told you you were bare? Did you eat from the tree I forbade with care? Adam pointed to the woman's choice. She blamed the serpent's cunning voice. Eat and taste it, you'll open your eyes. Like God, you'll know what's dark and wise. So she took a bite and then passed it on to her husband close by, and soon both were drawn. And their eyes opened wide, they felt the shame, for naked they stood without a name. They sewed fig leaves to cover up tight, hid from the Lord in the cool daylight. Then God walked in the garden green, called, where are you? What's unseen? Adam said, I heard you near. I hid because I felt the fear. God asked, who told you you were bare? Did you eat from the tree I forbade with care? Adam pointed to the woman's choice. She blamed the serpent's cunning voice. Then the Lord God spoke to the snake, you're cursed above all for the choice you make. On your belly you'll crawl all your days, eating dust forever in lowly ways. I'll place a struggle between you and her line. Her child will crush your head in time. You'll strike his heel, but he'll overcome. A lasting enmity will be spun. To the woman God turns to say, your pain in childbirth I'll greatly weigh. Your longing will reach for your husband's will, yet he shall lead, your voice be still. To
the woman God turned to say, your pain in childbirth I'll greatly weigh. Your longing will reach for your husband's will, yet he shall lead, your voice be still. To Adam he spoke with a heavy heart, for you listened and took the fruit's part. The ground is cursed because of this, in toil and sweat you'll earn life's bliss. Thorns and thistles will sprout from the ground, among these trials your bread is found. From dust you came, to dust return, life's fragile cycle you now will learn. Adam named his wife, she became Eve, mother of all in whom life would weave. God then clothed them a merciful gift, covering shame in a loving shift. The Lord said now they know of good and sin, if they reach for life's tree death can't begin. So he sent them out of Eden's land, to work the earth and make their stand. At the garden's edge your sword did gleam, turning every way with a fiery beam, guarding the tree of eternal life, marking the end of Eden's life.
Adam knew Eve, and soon she bore a son named Cain, thanks to the Lord. Then Abel followed his younger kin. One tended sheep, the other tilled within. Cain brought fruit, a gift from his yield, but Abel's offering, a lamb, was revealed. The Lord looked kindly on Abel's heart, but Cain's gift left him cold and apart. Anger rose in Cain's troubled mind, his face grew dark, his thoughts untied. God asked, why do you frown and stew? If you do what's right, won't joy come through? But sin is near, it seeks your soul, you must master it to stay whole. Cain spoke with Abel, led him away, and in the field his brother did slay. Then God asked Cain, where is your king? Cain said, am I to watch for him? But the ground cried out, it knew the deed, the blood of Abel, a witness to heed. God declared, you'll wander the earth, for the soil you worked now denies its worth. From place to place, a restless man, the ground you till won't bear your plan. Cain cried, this punishment is more than I can bear. I'll be lost from your sight, with danger everywhere. So the Lord placed a mark to guard his life, shielding him from death's bitter strife. Cain left the Lord, to naught he went, a life of wandering without relent. East of Eden his journey begun, as he bore the weight of all he'd done. Anger rose in Cain's troubled mind, his face grew dark, his thoughts untimed. God asked, why do you frown and strew? If you do what's right, won't joy come through? But sin is near, it seeks your soul, you must master it to stay whole. Cain spoke with Abel, led him away, and in the field his brother did slay. Then God asked Cain, where is your kin? Cain said, am I to watch for him? But the ground cried out, it knew the deed. The blood of Abel, a witness to heed. God declared, you'll wander the earth, for the soil you worked now denies its worth. From place to place, a restless man, the ground you till won't bear your plan. But the ground cried out, it knew the deed. The blood of Abel, a witness to heed. Witness to heed. Cain cried to the Lord, my punishment's too great. From the ground I'm cast out, from your face separate. A wanderer now, with no place to stay. And those who find me may take my life away. But God replied, not so, let none strike you down. If they harm you, vengeance will sevenfold come around. Then God marked Cain, so none would attack. And eastward to nod, Cain didn't look back. Oh, but God replied, not so, let none strike you down. If they harm you, vengeance will sevenfold come around. Then God marked Cain, so none would attack. And eastward to nod, Cain didn't look back. Cain met his wife, and Enoch was born. He built a city where new life was sworn. To Enoch came Iraq, then Mehujael's line, then Methuselah and Lamech in time. Lamech took 2 wives, Ada and Zillah by name. Through them the roots of a new life came. Jabal raised tents and kept herds as he went, while Jubal played music wherever he was sent. Zillah bore Tubal-Cain, who worked with fire and steel, crafting tools of iron and bronze with skill. Their sister was Naamah, in the land they stayed, building a world in the lives they made. Then Lamech said, Ada and Zillah, hear me well, for I'm taking a life as my anger swells. If Cain's vengeance was sevenfold, mine's much more. 77-fold vengeance will settle the score. Seth was born, a new son to carry the promise sworn. And Seth's son, Enosh, called on God's name. In hope and in faith, a new life came. Yeah, oh, oh, yeah, oh, yeah,
What if I told you that the genealogy of Genesis 5 has a hidden meaning that is only unlocked if you know the Hebrew meaning of the 10 patriarch names? Could it be that God has a message for us in these first 10 names? Absolutely. You will be amazed. Have a listen.
In ancient times a lamb was born the names of men who came from Adam, first of all mankind, to Noah's peaceful name. Each one lived out their destiny and passed the torch along. Yet hidden in these names we find the thread that ties them strong. Adam means man who first was made, the start of humankind. Then Seth, the appointed son, with purpose in his mind. Enosh came, mortal was his name, a sign of earthly pain. And Kenan's name means sorrow, deep within the human strain. Mahalalel, the blessed God, His grace will never end. And Jared's name shall come down to us, he will descend. Enoch brought teaching to the world, a message to unfold. And Methuselah's death shall bring a warning we must hold. Lamech's name means despairing of a world that's lost its way. But Noah's name means rest at last, the promise of a day. These names may seem so distant, but together they're a sign of God's eternal story told through every single line. Man is appointed mortal pain, but the blessed God shall come down to teach and show the way, to lead his people home. His death shall bring the comfort here, to heal the hearts that mourn. And through his rest, the weary find a new world will be born. These names aren't just a list of old, they hold a mystery, a story of God's faithfulness from then to you and me. In every name a part is shown, a promise still in view, that through his plan and by his death, he'll make all things new. Man filled the earth and daughters were born, sons of God looked with hearts forlorn at the daughters of man that saw beauty so bright, and took them as wives in the dead of the night. Then the Lord declared, my spirit won't stay forever with man in his fleshly way. His years will be numbered 120, for man's heart drifts though I've given plenty. Oh, man turned away, lost in his pride, with thoughts bent on evil, no place to hide. But one man found grace in the Lord's sight above, a spark in the dark, God's mercy and love. The Nephilim rolled, mighty and bold, men of renown, of stories told. But wickedness spread, consuming the land, each heart with intentions no good could withstand. Oh, man turned away, lost in his pride, with thoughts bent on evil, no place to hide. But one man found grace in the Lord's sight above, a spark in the dark, God's mercy and love. The Lord his heart weighed down with deep disbelief. I'll blot out man, the creatures below, for I'm sorry I made them sorrowed and low. In God's loving eyes, a remnant of hope beneath darkened skies. We're all seen lost and hearts have grown cold. Grace touched one man as the story unfolds. For when all turned dark and hope seemed small, one man stood faithful through the downfall. The Lord's mercy lingered, a promise to keep. In the heart of Noah, the earth found peace.
Noah was righteous, a man set apart, blameless and pure with a faithful heart. He walked with God, his steps aligned, in a world where sin had darkly twined. The earth was corrupt, filled with despair, violence and wickedness everywhere. God looked below and his heart did ache, for flesh had chosen the wrong path to take. To Noah God spoke with solemn decree, the end of all flesh is coming through me. The earth is full of violence and strife, so I'll cleanse it all and preserve new life. Make an ark of gopher wood strong, with rooms and pitch to last you long. 300 cubits its length shall be, 50 wide and 30 high for the sea. A roof you'll build 1 cubit tall, a door on the side, decks for all, lower, middle, and upper tiers, to hold you safe when judgment nears. I'll send a flood, waters deep and wide, to destroy all life with breath inside. But my covenant with you I'll make, your family's lives this ark will take. Two of all creatures you'll bring aboard, male and female, by my word. Birds of the sky and creatures that creep shall find a refuge where they can keep. Food you'll gather, every kind, to sustain all life in body and mind. For you and for them prepare the store, for soon the waters will rise and roar. Noah obeyed all God had planned. He built the ark with a steady hand. Through faith and trust his work was done, a vessel of hope when the flood would come.
The Lord spoke to Noah with words so clear. Bring your
household, the flood is near. For in your time you stand as right. Enter the ark before the night. Take 7 pairs of the clean and pure, and pairs of the rest to make life secure. Birds of the heavens, both male and mate, to preserve their kind, do not hesitate. In 7 days the rains will fall, 40 days and nights to cover all. All living things will meet their end, save for the ones I command you to send. Noah obeyed all the Lord had decreed, gathered his family, animals and seed. At 600 years when the flood began, he trusted the word of God's great plan. Into the ark the creatures went, 2 by 2 as the Lord had sent. Clean and unclean they walked inside, sheltered from waters that would soon collide. For 7 days the waiting grew, then the heavens burst with rain anew. The flood waters came to cover the ground, God's judgment declared with the mighty sound. This story of faith through trial and storm shows God's hand guiding his promise to form. In Noah's obedience, salvation we see, a glimpse of God's plan for humanity. In 7 days the rains will fall, 40 days and nights to cover all. All living things will meet their end, save for the ones I command you to send. Noah obeyed all the Lord had decreed, gathered his family, animals and seed. At 600 years when the flood began, he trusted the word of God's great plan.
When Noah was 600, the flood began. The fountains burst forth by God's great plan. The family entered, all creatures paired. The Lord sealed the door for all he cared. The waters rose and the ark did lift, the earth submerged, all life adrift. The mountains vanished, no life could survive. Only those in the ark were left alive. But God remembered Noah that day. The wind blew strong, the waters gave way. The waters calmed, the deep grew still. The ark stood firm on the Ararat hill. The waters subsided, the peaks were in sight. Noah sent a raven into the night. Then a dove which returned with no place to rest. Just a while longer their patience to test.
an olive leaf fresh, God's grace divine. The earth grew dry, the ark lay still. Noah waited, obeying God's will. God spoke to Noah, come on to the land, bring all the creatures as I command. Let them multiply and fill the earth, begin again, a world with new birth. Noah stepped out to a world made new. The flood had cleansed and life would renew. God's mercy kept them through the strife, and now they carry the gift of life. Noah built an altar and offerings burned in gratitude for grace unearned. The Lord was pleased and made this vow: never again will life be struck down.
God bless Noah and his sons anew. Be fruitful and multiply, the earth is for you. Beasts now fear you, birds take flight. They're yours for food as you deem right. Do not eat flesh with blood therein, for the blood contains the life within. Who takes man's life, his own will pay. For man reflects my image in a sacred way. Go forth, be fruitful, and spread the earth. Replenish all, and give new birth. As I commanded, so you will go. In every new land, prosper and grow. With Noah and creatures God did make a covenant sure for all their sake. No flood will rise to destroy again. This promise stands for beast and men. The rainbow shines, a sign so clear, a covenant promise year by year. When clouds arise and rain does fall, I'll remember my vow to protect them all. Shem, Ham, Japheth, Noah's sons, from them new life had begun. The nations rose from their family tree, spreading far and wide, from sea to sea. Noah tilled the ground, the vine he grew, but drank too much and trouble brewed. Ham dishonored his father's plight, while Shem and Japheth restored his right. Noah awoke and knew the wrong. Canaan was cursed and shame was strong. Blessed be Shem and Japheth too. May they dwell in tents where peace is true. 950 years Noah did live, a life of faith to God did give. Then Noah slept, his story told, a man of faith, both brave and bold. From Noah's sons the nations flowed. Shem, Ham, Japheth their seed sowed. In lands afar they made their home. From their lines our histories roam. Mighty Nimrod, hunter grand, raised his cities upon the land. Babel's towers rose to the skies, in Shiner's plains his kingdoms lie. Japheth's sons to coast did spread, with languages their clans they led. Gomer, Magog to the seas, Javan's isles in the breeze. Ham's sons down in Egypt's sand, Cush and Canaan at his hand. Mighty hunter cities great, through their deeds did nations create. Shem's lineage, a blessed line, from Elam to Assyria fine. Peleg's time saw earth divided, his name marked when land subsided. So here we trace the roots of old, a tale of wanderings brave and bold. From Noah's Ark